Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for July 2022. Hope you guys had a great week. I am going to take a quick second like I normally do just to remind you that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. If you find that that is your situation, I encourage you to check your other signs and placements, see if those readings resonate better. Keep in mind in the monthly readings that it is a bit predictive in nature, and therefore if these things are not occurring right now, they may occur in the next few weeks. So let's get started, Cancer. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer for July? Cancer for July. Ace of Coins. That's very nice. So Cancer, you may have an influx of money coming in July, or it could be that you have a new beginning here that is going to be very stable. Let's see what's crossing this. I like that. I like that that's at the center of your reading. That's nice. Why is the Ace of Coins here? Oh, okay. Crossed by the Page of Wands. This tells me that you're going to receive good news. There's going to be communication. You're going to like it. It's going to be good news. Let's see what's happened in the past that's led to this. Alright, we have the Four of Coins in the reverse, and we have the Moon. Now that is your card. Major Arcana for Cancer. So I feel like you let go of something here in the past. You were able to release something that you had been holding on to. Now it could have been somebody that there was another sign that had this as well in the same position, which is interesting. And I believe it was another water sign. So I guess that makes a lot of sense since you guys share some stuff. But the person that you released could have been, if it was a person, could have had like two sides to them. On one side, they were very loyal and friendly and affectionate, and the other side, they were a bit wild. They didn't want to be held down. They wanted to kind of roam and do as they pleased, and would basically bite the hand that fed them in order to do so. So there was like two natures to this person, and you didn't know which one was coming through at any given time. I do feel like there was secrets. There were secrets and things that you just couldn't figure out, things you didn't know. You never knew where you stood. This is the stuff that you released. You let it go. And now I'm seeing a new beginning here. Let's see why all this is happening. Why is all this happening? I feel like you had some kind of an effect. If this was a person for you, there was some kind of an effect you had on this person that they couldn't understand. It's like your energy somehow overshadowed them. Okay, so this is all happening because you're healing from a very painful ending. A painful ending that you may have even felt betrayed. So there was an ending here. It was painful. It likely was with this person or situation that you released. You let it go because you had held on to this person or this situation for a very long time. All right, so let's, it's like the universe is rewarding you for releasing this. Let's see what's on your mind. Show me what's on Cancer's thoughts. What's in their thoughts, please? Queen of Swords reversed. You might be dealing with an air sign. That would be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But you're not very happy about somebody. You're not happy about something. So you're either angry or just peeved. But there's something you're upset about. You're angry. I feel like you would have some things you would like to say to this person if given the opportunity. Let's see what's happening in the month of July that you may not see coming. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's going to be something here that's you have a lack of clarity about. There might be somebody that you're not speaking with. And that might be why there's a lack of clarity. We'll clarify it. Let's see how you're showing up, Cancer, in this reading. Show me Cancer's energy in this reading. How is Cancer showing up, please? You're talkative, that's for sure. Nobody else pulled 3 cards. All right, so you're showing up here, 9 of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, and the Hangman reversed. So you're showing up here, there's a karmic element to your energy, and I feel like there's something that you tried to overcome for a long time. It hurt you. You were very hurt. You pulled back emotionally from this. You do love this person, or there's something about this. You have love in this situation, but you've pulled those emotions back. And because it went on for too long, it just went on and on and on and on and on. And at some point, you had this epiphany that in order for you to cope with this, you were going to have to take your feelings back. You were going to have to remove your emotions. So I do see that your emotions have been removed, and you basically are overcoming this by removing your emotions, and you're giving up on this situation. There's a realization that you're going to have to remove your emotions and just give up on this situation. Now let's see the energy coming towards you. Show me the energy coming towards Cancer. The Death card, Scorpio, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So this could be the person that you released. Doesn't have to be. Could be somebody that's going through a transformation. It's a sign of Scorpio. But this is somebody who feels like things are not moving forward for them. They're going through some form of a transformation or experiencing an ending. They're kind of stuck. Let's see what Spirit's advice is. Show me Spirit's advice for Cancer. We have the Chariot in reverse. So Spirit's advice is do not move forward. There's a lack of movement here. There's an indication to not rush into anything. Let's see the outcome at the end of the month. Success. Yeah, 6 of Wands. You're going to claim success over this situation. You're going to feel successful. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords. Now, this is underlying energy, and in this particular deck, this individual is wearing a mask, and they are moving forward alone. And so usually you see somebody in a boat with other people. They're moving forward alone, and look at all those swords. So basically, I'm moving forward. If I have to fake it till I make it, I will. And if you get in my way, I'm gonna effing cut you. So get out the way. That's kind of the underlying energy here. And I've had this epiphany. I can see my way clear now, and so just get out the way. Yep. So that's some powerful energy there, Cancer. I like it. All right, so let's clarify. And you know what? I think Pisces is the one who had Wow, you guys have a lot in common because Pisces had the moon in this position, and I'm pretty sure Pisces had the same underlying energy. All right, so let's clarify. Why is the Ace of Coins here for the sign of Cancer, please? The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, so there's this is something that you haven't heard about, or you're not telling someone. Let me pull another on that. Yeah, either you're not telling someone. There's no talking about it. You're not telling someone that there's been an ending with. So if you've divorced, okay, if you've divorced somebody or ended something with somebody, and you've got money coming in, you are keeping that to yourself. You could be in the process of a divorce, and you may have gotten you may have gotten an influx of money, and you're not telling somebody. You're keeping that quiet. Yeah, because I see a divorce. I see an ending, and I see you keeping quiet. So it could also be that you have a new beginning, or an opportunity for a stable new beginning, and you're not telling this to the person that you have had an ending with. And that's who's in your energy, by the way. Let's see why the Page of Wands is here. The Chariot. Okay, so Spirit is saying don't rush into anything. It's the Chariot in reverse. So don't rush to tell this person. Don't rush to tell, anybody about this. You don't need to rush forward to tell people. If it's financial, don't do it. And also if it's if you have a new beginning, I would hold back about telling people about this. That's Spirit's advice. You want to, so you're moving forward. You want to move forward quickly. You want to move forward successfully. Spirit's saying hold up a little bit. Hold up a little bit. Let's look at your past, how this is tied in. Yeah, this may have moved pretty quickly. So that might be what's taken place here. Something moved really quickly. All right, we have the Star. We have the Queen of Wands, fire energy. So that is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We also have Aquarius, and we do have Taurus. But basically what I'm seeing is that you finally gave up hope. It's the same as what I'm seeing in your energy here. You were hopeful for a very long time because there was a huge attraction to this person. There was a very, and especially to that animalistic side that you saw in this person. There was a fiery attraction here, but at some point you had to release them. You had to end this. You're still very attracted to them, and them to you, but I feel as if you had to release them. You had to let them go, even though you really wanted to heal things with them. Let's see, let's look at this Ten of Swords. Now this is why everything is happening. You're healing from a painful ending. Okay, so again we have the Six of Wands. Now that's in your outcome. And we have the Emperor in reverse. Now I have told just about every sign this. I am seeing left and right a lot of twin flame energy in just about every single reading. I don't know if there's something that's going on within the twin flame community. I haven't looked into it, but It's just popping up in every single reading. I believe Pisces was extremely strong. And it's just like my readings for the monthly has been so long because twin flame readings can get very complex. So I'm seeing twin flame cards in your reading as well. If you're not in a twin flame connection, it can still apply because it is multi-layered. But if you are, take note. So what I am seeing here is that this is all happening because you are successfully healing from a painful ending. That ending would have been, if it's twin flame, because the masculine was not ready for this connection. The masculine would have been the one who ended this connection. And you are successfully healing from this, and that's why all this is happening. You have a new opportunity that you are not telling this person, and it is because you have chosen to have a new start, because the twin flame connection did not come together. You're moving forward, and I do think you are going to want to tell this person, so be careful with that. For those of you not in a twin flame connection, this is all happening because, like I said, you're successfully healing from a very painful ending that felt like everything was out of control. You may have been dealing with a very controlling person. This person could have been older than you, didn't have to be, but this is somebody who may have been very controlling, and the situation felt very out of control. You are successfully healing from this, though. So now let's look at your thoughts. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Why? Okay. All right, so we have the Hangman in reverse. That's in your energy as well. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Nine of Wands. So you're hurt. You're very hurt by this whole thing. You're hurt because it's taken so long. You are angry as well. You want to overcome the problems. There is an idea, you have the idea that in time it can be overcome. These are the thoughts that go through your mind. If you're in a twin flame connection, you believe that divine timing is at play. However, that kind of pisses you off because it's been very painful. And I think that you're just having this realization that you have to move forward in your life in a positive manner. But you are feeling a little angry about that as well. So let's look and see what is happening for you guys in July. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Show me what's happening for the sign of Cancer in July. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have Temperance in reverse. We have the Hermit. We have the Empress in reverse. We have Judgment. And we have the Ace of Wands reversed. So, in July, I do feel like there's going to be a lack of communication and definitely a lack of clarity. Things are going to start moving forward, but it's going to move forward very slowly. With Temperance in reverse, I see you kind of feeling imbalanced, feeling like you're not emotionally balanced, and kind of out of touch with your spirituality just a little. This is in the very beginning of July. Again, I'm seeing non-communication, and I feel like I feel like you're doing a lot of soul searching here. You're trying to figure things out. This is around mid-July. You're trying to figure out what is it that you need to do. You're trying to get answers here. If you are in a twin flame connection, there is no communication, and that is both of you are basically not in your highest vibration. There may be an attempt to bring the connection back together, but ultimately I feel like you will say no. You will turn it down, perceiving it as more of a physical connection than the proper connection. And in a sense feeling as if you have not been approached correctly. Now, if there is no twin flame connection, I do see mid-month, again, that lack of communication. This person is still in your energy, even though you do have this new opportunity here. I feel like this has affected the way you have seen yourself, so that's something you're going to be looking at. And I do feel like you may have to address some self-esteem issues here, and also possibly loss, dealing with loss of abundance here, loss of the connection. I do think that you're going to be approached by this person that's still in your energy, and I think that you also will say no. They will approach you most likely in a sexual manner, and you're gonna feel disrespected. So I see you turning this down. Let me look at your energy. Yeah, and that's where I see you kind of being a little salty and moving forward. But I have thought that in the past, and you guys have always surprised me, so I never like to jump out there on that limb with Cancer, because you guys always surprise me. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's clarified by the Five of Wands reversed. We have the Five of Coins reversed, and then we have the Six of Cups. So you desperately wanted change here, but the change didn't happen, and that's the unfortunate thing. That's what you've given up on. I do think that you're going to settle this in your mind. I don't think you're conflicted about this, because it's been painful for you. I do think too that you're going to pull back your emotions, but there's a part of you that still wants to reconnect with this person. There is this idea of, bringing this back together at some point in the future. That may even be what kind of pisses you off a little bit, because you love this person, and you love this person in spite of yourself. This is somebody that you have a deep past with in some form, whether it's in this life or previous lives. However, you are going to look at them differently, but you will find yourself daydreaming at times, daydreaming about bringing it back together and what ifs, and if you could resolve the problems and you could bring it back together. So you will spend some time in the daydreaming. Let's look at their energy. And some of you are going to tell me, no, that's not true. But I'm telling you what I'm seeing. All right, so Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Sun in reverse. All right, so we have Earth sign energy. That would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm seeing Leo as well, and I see air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very strong. So this is somebody that I feel like can be a little bit on the cool side. They consider themselves to be fair. They're going to want to talk. I can see it. They do want to talk. That's probably going to happen close to the end of the month. That's when you might be approached by this person. It's because on some level they see you as being their committed person. But there's an ending here. It's very strange. They know that you've turned your back to them and that you are focused on yourself and focused on your money. They hold you in high regard, though. They see you as being a good mother if you have children. They see you as wife material. This is somebody that holds you in high regard. They are unhappy because they feel that they're stuck. They can't just forget you, and so they're stuck, and they're unhappy about this. They're unhappy that things are not moving forward and in a positive way. And there's also a sense of them feeling like they don't know something, and that might be that you might be holding something back from them. Let's see what Spirit's advice here is. Why is the Chariot in reverse? All right, we have the 9 of Coins. We have the 10 of Wands reversed. And again, we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so Spirit is saying don't jump into something over here. Don't move too quickly. This good news, this communication you've had, don't jump into this. You need to slow down. You need to embrace your independence, solve some problems, solve these problems before you move forward. And then you're going to be moving from something chaotic into something peaceful. But embrace your independence. Embrace your ability to stand alone and to be abundant and prosperous. Don't rush into something. There's some problems here you need to resolve, to solve first, and then you can move forward. And you don't have to move forward alone. You know, you came out of the box with this energy of being kind of defensive, but it's a mask. You don't have to move forward alone. Spirit is saying, slow down, resolve some problems, and you can move forward with someone. Okay? You don't have to be alone. All right, so let's see your outcome. We have these 6 of Wands. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Okay, we have the Strength card reversed. We have the 5 of Cups reversed. And we have the 8 of Swords. So there is something here that you're going to feel very successful about. And I do feel like it's either money, like you're getting an influx of money, or it's a new beginning here that you really want to just put out there. But Spirit's saying slow it down. You don't need to do that because there's some fear attached to this. Now you're going to feel very successful, but there is some kind of fear, and that fear has to do with you looking towards love again, leaving behind those feelings of the problems and again turning your face towards love, letting go of sadness, letting go of the depression, all these hard times that you've gone through. You're going to be releasing that by the end of the month, but that comes with some fear, a fear of now opening yourself back up to love. And so you're going to be in your head about this. And I also think that you may be a little bit in your head about this other person as well. There's a sense here of not quite knowing what to do, not quite knowing how to resolve these fears, and how to open yourself up to love again. But I am seeing that you will eventually successfully overcome these fears, and you will successfully open your heart to this love, or to love. It doesn't, I'm not sure if it's this love, but you do have an opportunity. The thing is, Cancer, is I see you more focused on this past person that you are moving forward from than I do on the new opportunity, which is, it tells me that you're not quite over this person. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. So I do think you're going to tell this person, it's like you can't wait to tell this person, I'm moving forward. I'm done here, and I'm going to cut you if you get in my way. So it's because you're a little bit pissed with them. Keep in mind, though, that the other side of that anger is love. So be aware. And Spirit is saying slow it down. All right, I'm going to pull from the Oracles of the Power of Love, because quite frankly, we all could use a little bit more love right now. Let's see what you got. All right, so your card is Present. Let's see. I'm going to read it directly from the book. I will show it to you. I'll hold it up so you can see it. Give me a second. There we go. All right, so it says, Present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. The most difficult lesson for human beings to learn is to live in the present moment. It is part of our nature to look forward to the future and to dwell on the past. And unfortunately, it is a mindset that strips us of our power. Instead, we should be taught to learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. Only then are we able to glimpse our true mission on earth. Everything else is just static. When you are present in this moment, you are existing where life is actually occurring. Don't spend valuable time worrying about a crisis that may never come. Of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life, and set goals, but don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologize for any you have caused. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment as opposed to a speed bump on your road to happiness. Fully appreciate the moment right now and attempt to get the most out of every second. It is when you let go and reside in the present that you are able to summon love with every thought and experience. That's beautiful. All right, get out your head, Cancer. I hope this has been helpful for you guys. If you would like and share this video, if this has resonated with you, please subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to drop a comment, please feel free to do so. I do read them all. Until I see you in the weeklies, namaste.